Good morning from Glasgow. I hope you are well. So this is the I Ching reading for today, and today is the 23rd of March 2026. I am Hannah. I'm happy to have you here. So we are, as usual, looking at the energies around us and how they are affecting us, and also how we can navigate them the best so we can have the most smooth and joyous way forward throughout the day, okay? So we're starting by grounding ourselves. So we are connecting to the surface below, whether you're standing up, sitting down, or lying down. Feel the weight of your body. If you're sitting on a chair, place your feet on the floor underneath the chair, okay? Then become aware of tree roots. Start growing out of the soles of your feet, connecting deep, deep, deep below into the earth below you. It doesn't matter if you're on the 27th floor of an apartment building, just connecting deep in with Mother Earth below you. And as you're breathing out, your spine is, as you're breathing in, your spine rises towards the sky. Crown point to this, connecting to the universe above you. And as you breathe out, you relax. But the spine remains rising towards the sky. You're not collapsing here in any way. And as you breathe in, you can feel this micro movement in your spine as it's rising, and then as you breathe out, you are relaxing down into the seat below you, into the surface below you, feeling the weight of your body, although you are still remaining steadfastly rising up towards the sky, no collapsing, okay? And as you breathe into the stomach and feeling the stomach expand all the way around, front, side, back. And then as you breathe out, it contracts. So I'm going to ask you to stay here connected to your breath, feeling the stomach expand and contract, keeping your focus there. As I start to pull the coins here, drawing the hexagram, so what are the energies around us and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous way forward? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, windwood, mountain, lake, which is metal as well. So we have, this keeps on coming back, mountain, which is speaking about stillness. Okay, again, below. This is the present, this is what we're being guided to remain in stillness. Cultivate the stillness within, right? So how are the energies around us and how do we best navigate them in order to have the most smooth and joyous day forward? Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, wood, mountain, lake, metal. So we've got wind, which is gentleness above. So it's a dispersing energy. So you've got the wind, gentle wind blowing and it disperses the leaves, or it ripples the surface of a lake, or you know, it's just, but it's a gentle movement. We're not talking about a full storm here in any way, shape or form. It's the wind. It's also wood. It's like the, it's like a tree rising up, you know, the wood element, right? It's like a tree rising up, and a tree can be in quite heavy wind and it bends, but it doesn't break, right? And it doesn't remain solid either. So it's like a wood is a solid element in a sense, but it's still bendable, right? It still shifts, right? But it's not going crazy all over the place, unless there's a full storm, of course. So let's have a look at the changing lines. So that is the wind without. So we're going to have some gentle movement without, but it's going to be guided by our stillness within. Okay, so let's have a look at the changing lines, see what that is. Initial 6, second 6, third 9, fourth 6. Fourth 6 is then changing in to the got mountain below, stillness, and then we have heaven above mountain, connecting to the universe above without. And then let's have a look at the where this is the course, really, the hidden, what's hidden beneath, which has sort of brought us to this point, right, to this guidance. So we've got yin, yang, yin, yin, yang, yin, which is water below, and then we've got yang, yin, yang, fire above. The can, and they are the opposites, like fire and water. They take each other out. Water puts out fire. Fire makes water evaporate. It boils it, it makes it sort of evaporate. But in great balance, they are. You can boil some water and make a good cup of tea, or cook some good food, or use as heating in your home, or so in good proportions. They are wonderful. And in this case, we've come to number 64. It's the end. So, and this is, the course, and this is what it is. We actually stepped out. This is not yet fulfilled. Which is the course, or the underlying energy of this guidance. And I'm not going to go into this much more than this. It's that we stepped into a new cycle, and we know this already, right? Which means is the guidance. That's sort of what brought us into here, right? So let's have a look at the Yen and Sun, wind over mountain. What does that mean? Is wind over mountain, which is 53. And then we have heaven over mountain, which is 33. Okay, so 53. Okay, we'll look at retreat. We are being guided to retreat, which is metal. It's what we are changing into. Let's just see what this is changing into. Developing gradually. And it's the wood. So it's a wood energy more than the wind energy up here, and we have not yet fulfilled. Let's look at the element for that one, which is fire. Fire within, which is feeding, the wood is feeding the fire. Okay, let's have a look at 53. So processing step by step, developing gradually. So it's this inner stillness. There we are. We need to have this inner stillness, which will allow this big tree to grow. It develops gradually. You don't have like a little seed one day and then all of a sudden we've got this big oak tree that's 300 years old. It's going to take 300 years for it to grow. So it's developing gradually. But when we are allowing things to develop in their own time, having the patience and stillness within to allowing people to sort of proceed forward in the way they need to, and naturally, then we will end up with this grand oak tree, like this perfection, this beautiful, right? We're not pushing anything. So this is what we're being guided to do. Just allow things to develop in their own nature, and nurture things to develop in their own nature, right? Events cannot continue in stillness without moving. Thus, after keeping still, developing gradually follows. So keeping still is the previous gua, which is number at 52. And that's again over again. So there's mountains over mountains. So we've been in absolute stillness, but now it's like we're allowing this movement to move forward, okay? When the trunk of a tree grows upward above the ground, its roots develop deep underneath the earth. The progress of upward and downward growth are in positive proportion. In this way, the tree remains strong, firm, and stable. This is the wisdom of nature. Weeds grow fast. They are neither strong nor stable, right? But a tree that we're allowing to actually ground in itself, like we're not pushing it too hard, we're putting too many nutrients and trying to make it to grow. We're trying to like, oh, yes, let's push this to go quicker and quicker, right? We're allowing it to grow and to ground itself. And this, for us, I think this is our creative, what we're stepping into this new cycle. This is what is not yet fulfilled here. When we're stepping into it, we are going to allow it to. We're not pushing it forward. We're allowing it to develop. Obviously, we're taking action, right? Wind is action, but it's gentle action. And it should come from this stable center and then growing deep roots. So we need to make sure we keep the balance here. Because if we push forward too fast, we will just ruin it, right? Right now, we're just taking gentle steps forwards and allowing things to ground itself and actually become solid in what we are creating now in this new cycle. Developing gradually, the maiden is given in marriage good fortune, favorable to be steadfast and upright. So this is like everyone has agreed in the olden days. They were like marriage was an agreement in between families, and this is a good marriage apparently. It's everyone is happy. Two families are joining, and then so they can create something great together. Okay. Developing gradually good fortune to the maiden given in marriage. So it's good fortune to the maiden. Now, progressing will make the place proper. Going forward, there is merit. Advancing in what is correct, one is able to rectify his country. About this place, it is firm and central. Keeping still with gentleness, this makes the forward movement without ending. Yes. Right? There's this gentle, stable, balance, grounding forward movement. So take one step, evaluate. Take another step, evaluate. Take another step, evaluate, right? Go within, listen to your inner, your wisdom. Learn from teachers. Like if you need to learn something, find out what will be my best step. But we are making progress as well. I'm not just sitting here and planning, right? We are moving forward, but it's like a step by step. Plan, step, evaluate. Plan, step, evaluate. That's the action we're being guided to take in order to grow this big, strong oak tree 300 years from now. This, whatever we are creating at the moment. Okay, so let's have a look at the changing line, which is the fourth 6. Developing gradually, the swan approaches the tree. Probably finds a flat rafter, no fault. Probably finds a flat rafter. One is docile and gentle. Yeah, again, gentle, docile. We're not pushing forward here as well. The fourth line is a yin element at the yin place. It is not central, but it is correct. This time the swan approaches a tree. The tree is not suitable place. She needs a flat perch, represented by the solid line at the third place here. The fourth line is the yin element at the bottom of the upper gua. Because she is docile and gentle and close to the yang element at the third place, there is no doubt that this one will find the flat rafter. Okay. Yes, we're moving forward correctly, right? And even if one step that we're taking might not be entirely correct, right? We might feel like the ground is a bit unstable at the moment because we're in the beginning of a cycle and we can't see correctly, and we can't see clearly exactly what's going to happen. And this could be scary, but be rest assured that you will find your step, okay? As long as you don't rush forward. And then retreat. So this is moving in. So let's have a look at retreat. Things cannot abide long in the same place. Thus, after long-lasting withdrawal and retreat follows. And I think this is what I actually already spoke about. Like we do, it's like the movement forward also will should lead into some sort of retreat where we reevaluate, right? We take a step forward, we plan, we look at the situation, we take a step forward, and then we retreat and not all the way back, right? But a little bit, and look at the situation and say, okay, is this the correct step? And then we take the next step, and then retreat and re-evaluate, and then plan again, and then move forward, right? So it's this action. So this is the retreat, and this is to go within as well, finding peace, not just rushing forward, okay? Retreat, prosperous and smooth, the little favorable to be steadfast and upright. The little was speaking about small steps, right? And then continue being trust yourself, trust your inner, trust what you are creating here, because it's correct, right? But sometimes we might take a misstep, but that's not a problem as long as we reevaluate and we retreat and look at things, and then we can correct the way forward, okay? Do you know what? I think that's it for this reading. I think this is the guidance for today. That's enough. It says everything. And I hope this was of benefit to you. And if you feel like you want to go deeper into these hexagrams, I advise you to get a book of the I Ching. I am using the definitive translation by Taoist Master Alfred Wang. It makes very much sense to me right now, but I also got Willem's translation, which I go to sometimes as well. But this is my main at the moment, but you might find that other translations are better for you. I don't know. So yes, so go deeper if you want to. It's my advice to you. This is a wonderful journey that we are on. Okay, wishing you a beautiful day. Bye-bye.